Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am Cher. So you guys, summer is here and I've been meaning to do this video, but there's just so many other videos I have to get to. But basically we are going to be covering some favorite palettes, eyeshadow palettes that I think are perfect for summer since summer is here. I did a recent video that was more for spring. Olive like my, or I think it was spring and Easter, palettes that I think would be perfect for spring and Easter. And now I wanted to kind of bring one for summer. Similarly, I would love to do this kind of for each season. So be watching in the fall and winter as well. But we're going to have a little twist today, and I'm also going to include some other beauty items with it, just some of the items I've been loving for summer so far and that I want to mention along with the palettes. So this is going to be kind of like summer palettes and beauty faves. Summer palettes and faves. Summer beauty palettes and faves. I don't know what we're going to call it, but my summer faves, okay? So if that interests you, make sure you pop that subscribe button because I love to do a lot of beauty and makeup here. I do a lot of beauty boxes, unboxings and spoilers, and then I also love to do travel vlogs as well. So any of those things, if they are your passion as they are mine, you will want to pop that subscribe and stick around and stay up to date on when I drop the latest info. And let's dig right on it. Okay, so I have 15 palettes today that I'm going to be sharing with you. I think 15 is a good, solid, rounded number, don't y'all? And it was perfect. That was exactly how many that I have that I think fit the summer bill. And so when I think of summer, guys, I think like tropical. So blues of the ocean, greens of the palm trees, corals, like a tropical sunset, so maybe even pinks and hot pinks and yellows, very like rainbow too, just like bright rainbow, colorful, like tropical birds, that's kind of what I think of as summer palettes. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of where I'm thinking. I'm not very summery today, maybe my eyeshadow a little bit, but I'm a little more fall with my dark green here. So I never quite get my style coordinated with the theme, do I? But we're gonna go with it. But anyway, so those are kind of like what meet my criteria and standards as a summer palette, was those kind of color stories and themes. So we're gonna go with that. So the first thing that I have here is, and this is going to be a mix of high-end and drugstore and middle and whatever. So this is kind of drugstore, but I consider Milani kind of like high-end drugstore. I don't know about you guys. I love Milani. So this is the Milani Gilded Jewel. I love this palette, guys. It is so colorful and pretty. Look at that. So this is kind of very summery in my opinion. You've got these like crystal blues and greens, yellows. I mean, gorgeous. And a little pop of pink over here. I just adore this palette. You've got a mix of your mattes up here, but then these shimmers are gorgeous. And it just makes a stunning, stunning, colorful look. So absolutely love this palette. The next one I have Too Faced Shake Your Pom Poms. I love these little guys. I mean, if that doesn't scream tropical to you, I don't know what does. I mean, just all of Too Faced's packaging, really. But yeah, so pom-poms, I mean, come on, you think tropical pom-poms. And so here is the inside. You definitely have, you got a little bit of green for the pom-poms, and not a lot though, right? And browns for the pom-poms, but got a little pop of pink. And I don't know, I honestly make a lot of neutral looks with this, and I love Too Faced's formula. I don't care what everybody says. I love me some Too Faced. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love the formula personally. So, but yeah, I just think it has a little touch of that like summery, pinky, it's not coral, but like brownie pinky with a touch of green. I think of palm trees. I do. I think of like a summer, like flamingos and palm trees. That's what this reminds me of. Okay. And then I have the recent Anastasia Beverly Hills Primrose palette that we just got in our May Ipsy Icon box. I was so over the moon for this. Isn't it so stunning? But I love this because it has the kind of corally. Now this is bronzers and blush here, but just that colorful, kind of coral, pinky, orangey color scheme is what I'm thinking. So I still think kind of like I've been obsessed with these colors lately this summer. This is a lot of what I've been wearing is these almost like coral peach tints in my eyes. So love that, adore it. I have been so happy that I got it. Next, this is actually, I keep this in my bridal kit, but this is just such a good one. I rarely use it in my bridal kit, but you want to talk about the perfect summer color story. This is Natasha Denona, the Sunrise palette. So definitely gives you that feel of the sunrise. I mean, all the way. Look at that. I have messed up that color there, that shimmer, but which I'm like, no, this is my baby. So this was my first Natasha Denona purchase, and I love this palette with all my heart. It is so beautiful. Just, that is such a, I mean, that's a tropical sunrise right there. I just feel like you're in Tahiti or something. Here in Florida, to be honest with you, like this is just stunning. So yes, I think this was the most appropriate name for a palette ever, the Sunrise palette, because it definitely looks like a sunrise. Next we've got a drugstore again. So this is Profusion, the neon palette. You guys, I think this was like $5 when I got it. Profusion is so cheap. I mean, they're even on the lower end of drugstore. I wouldn't say it's, you know, high quality makeup, but you get so many pans and shades in their stuff, that if you're okay with like a drugstore formula, this is the way to go. You're going to get so much for your dollar in Profusion. So this is the neon one. So I like to use this a lot for my colorful looks. This is really good right now for Pride Month in June. Very like rainbow, you know, but I mean, definitely like festival, thinking summer festival, any kind of like rainbowy, bright, colorful, tropical birds, you know, everything you would want right here in this palette. And then this is kind of drugstore, but I think of Pixie also as high-end. You guys, I should have cleaned all these things up. They're kind of gross. The Pixie, I forget what this one's called. It's, oh, Rosette Ray is the name of this palette. No, it's not very tropical or anything, okay? Almost like a neutrals palette, but these in here give a really nice, like almost coral tint. You can't really tell from the, you know, the pans in here, but I don't know. I'm counting it as summer because I've been wearing it a lot this summer to give a little bit of that like peachy coral look that I'm going for. So I know that that's probably not the most like epitome of summer palette, but I'm still considering it. Next we have the Morphe Jeffree Star. Yeah. Don't comment. So colorful. Again, another great one for like really colorful, summery, festival looks. This is definitely an awesome one for like creative looks, but you know what? I honestly use it in I keep it in my bridal kit, believe it or not, because it makes a fantastic cool tone smoky with these colors in here and like a little bit of neutrals. Like these are just perfect shades in this range, but don't look at those because that's not summery. Let's look at these. These are all like super colorful. And then this makes such a stunning, you know, sparkly glitter eye. I don't even use like extra glitters and stuff. I always go to that shade right there. But, you know, the greens in here, the pops of pink. I mean, I definitely feel like this is pretty summery. I think I included this in my spring palette. So there's going to be a couple in here that are duplicates from spring, but they're just ones that are like, okay, I can't decide. I'm going to include them in both because they're so spring, but they're also so summer. And so this one is one of those, the Jaclyn Hill. I think it's a Jaclyn Hill Morphe. Yeah. And I use this in my bridal kit as well because you have so many like neutrals here, but guys, there's just such a selection of neutrals, so some of them go more on a coral tint, but I included it because of the blues and greens. I just think that that still has a little touch of summer going on. So I don't know, you can argue with me about it, but I included it in the spring one too because it had some of the light pinks and some of these blues work also. So I think that's why sometimes spring and summer kind of cross over, in my opinion. ColourPop Dream Street palette. So this is the Kathleen Lights collab with ColourPop. This was my first ColourPop palette actually, and I still really love it. So definitely got a little bit of corals, although they're kind of neutrally, but they're very like summer sand, corally, you know, they remind me of the sand on the beach. And then your pop of blue, a pop of red, darker green, greeny blue in here. So I just felt like that was still like pretty summer color scheme. This is from the Skin Feed Cosmetics Duchess eyeshadow palette. Now I've used this a lot for like, I was trying to decide should I include it or not, because I've used it a lot for like Valentine's Day type makeup, like the romantics, because it has a lot of reds and pinks in it. But I felt like, you know what, it's a little messed up right here, but I'm gonna include it for summer because you got the greens and blues and then the bright pinks and reds. And so I think it would make a good summer story, and I really need to play with this more often. But yeah, I really like this palette. I've made quite a few creative looks with it. I don't touch it enough. So I love doing these videos because they remind me to play with some of these palettes I haven't touched in a while. Next, this is another one that I definitely did include in the spring video because I thought it was so springy, but I think it absolutely needs to be included in the summer one because, I mean, look at this. It's like rainbow. It's called Take Me Back to Brazil by BH Cosmetics. So come on, Brazil is like the epitome of summer. And this is definitely like the Brazil color story going on. A lot of these make more pastel colors, so that's why I put it in the spring video too, but you definitely still have a lot of bright, summery rainbow looks as well. And I love, love, love this palette. This was my first like artistic palette, like colorful one that wasn't just boring neutrals before. And then we have the iconic London Beachside Babe eyeshadow palette that we just got in the Boxy Charm for May. And so you've seen this one before recently, probably. I definitely think that's very summery. I'm so excited they put some color in there. These make more of like a greeny shade, and then you got some like a greeny yellow, and the corals, just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous summer color scheme. So I love that. A couple of huge palettes here. These are my main palettes that I definitely use for like really colorful artistic looks. They're kind of my go-to. Like I use them for everything. I've used them a lot when I'm doing like face painting too for kids, to kind of supplement the face paint if I need like a base of eyeshadow and then the paint with it. These are my two palettes I always take with me for that. But then I also use these for collabs all the time because so colorful. So this is mostly like reds and blacks, but you've also got that pop of like gold in there, a little pop of green. So I consider this summer for sure. And then similarly, we have the Wet and Wild, this gigantic palette. This is very dirty. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't cleaned it since the last use. But look at that. I mean, just full of rainbow colors, gorgeous. So both of these palettes I got from my girl, Tanaj. She was doing a declutter and I was like, oh, I'll take them. And so she sent them to me so kindly. And I mean, I have used the snot out of them. So they have gotten so much use. So thank you to Naj if you are watching. Okay, guys. Well, oh, no, I missed one. Is that everything? I missed one because it was so small. This came in Ipsy Glam Bag. I think this is the Shayna B. It's only 2 shades. But I love these. So it's an eyeshadow duo. Look at the little flamingos in it. So this is so summer for sure. And it's very, very like, here, I'll swatch them again for you. I have worn them. I've done a short on this, I think, but there's the color shade. So coral. This coral and sand. I mean, just beautiful. So I really like this eyeshadow. I love the summery look that it gives me when I wear this. I feel like a little summer peach. So definitely had to mention it, even though it's very small and only 2 shades, but I was really happy with it. Okay, so that is everything on the eyeshadow palettes. Let's talk for a couple minutes about some of my other Just a couple honorable mentions I wanted to do that I think are very just scream summer to me that I have been using recently. So this I recently posted on my Instagram about it because I finally got around to trying it. And it's so dirty again. I'm sorry, guys. I have not cleaned this stuff up. What am I doing for filming? This is from Alley Oops. Alley Oop, something like that. And I got it in a giveaway. And I just adore this thing. The shade name is Sunkissed. And that is the perfect name for this because it really does give you this sun-kissed glow. So it is a bronzer and blush and highlight all in one. And see how it like folds up and stacks. It's perfect for travel. I just love this. It's really been giving this like summer glow that I adore. Also, this Anastasia Beverly Hills cream bronzer that we got in our May Icon box as well with that Primrose palette. Love this stuff, and I do feel like the shade is perfect for that summer glow as well. Similarly, we had the Drunk Elephant Oh Blues Rosy Drops, however you say it. They're like the dew drops. Love this stuff. It's just giving that like that glow as well. That is, I mean, I guess maybe it's not necessarily specifically summer, but I think of it as summer, and I have just been loving wearing that. So I posted this one on my Instagram as well recently. The I Do Care Glow Easy Nourishing Vitamin C Oil, lip oil. So this kind of gives, it's tinted. It's a tinted lip oil. So I mean, I just think of like watermelon after I have used it. It's not the shade watermelon. What was the shade? If it tells me, you know, it looks like a cherry shade or something in here, but it gives this perfect like watermelon dew lips. And so I just adore this for the summertime. So I wanted to mention it. And also I've been switching over to like a CC cream again. This is the Yensa. It's called BC Foundation. It's both a BB and CC cream, but yet it's also full coverage foundation. I don't understand that. I don't understand how it can be all in one, but apparently it is. And it says +8 Super Blacks Essence plus SPF 40 sunscreen. So I've switched to this for the summer. I'm not wearing it right now just because I was doing another product review. But oh my gosh, this is the most amazing stuff. It's super full coverage. It really does cover everything, but yet it goes on like a CC cream, like so easy. You don't need primer. It has built-in sunscreen. So it is, you know, it's smooth on my face. Like it doesn't feel heavy and cakey. It is perfect for the summertime. And I have like a mini one of these because I got this a long time ago in a Nipsey Glam bag. And I've been like, I need to switch back to my CC creams and stuff for the summer. So I had been looking through my CC creams and forgot about it. And since I've been using it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot how amazing this stuff is. So highly recommend it. And when I run out of this, I'm probably going to go get the full size. So I definitely wanted to mention it for summer. Also, I got these Kim Muse cream blushes from PR, and I really like them. You know, like I tend to do the Rare Beauty in my beauty kit for my clients if I'm doing like a cream blush. But these are so affordable off of Amazon. You get a 3-pack. I can't remember how much it was, but it's a lot more affordable option. And they're really working. There's different shades, but this is the one that I use the most. It's the shade Happiness. And it's kind of just giving that like summery corally pinky glow on the cheeks that, you know, just I've switched over to kind of more of the dewy cream blushes for the summer. And so this is kind of what I have at my fingertips at the moment that I have been using in cream blush. And then I've just been so obsessed with corals lately. So the at Hello Nude, I can't remember who this was, that Belle and Argent that we got in Boxy Charm, I think. And it's a lip balm, like a tinted lip balm, but it is the perfect color of like a coral tint. And I love this stuff. I've been pretty obsessed with these, you know, color schemes lately. And so I also pair it with that Sephora lip pencil that I had gotten recently. I pair this with almost everything right now, and it's almost gone. You're probably going to see this is in an empties video soon. What is the shade? 70? I don't know if it has a shade name. I think it's just the number that you go by, or 3.4 pale. It's pale beige, but it gives off like a little more, it gives a little bit more of like that color that I have in my eyes. And so it goes really well with a lot of like sandy corals and peaches, in my opinion. But anyway, I wanted to mention those. And also the e.l.f. duo, I got that in a giveaway too, but it's the shade Watermelon. And I think it really has a good slight like corally peachy tint as well that is perfect for summer, and such an affordable mini little thing, great for travel, something you can pick up at the drugstore very easily. So shade Watermelon, for you can almost bronze a little, but it's, you know, like blush, and then a little more shimmery on this side. Okay, and then similarly, you're going to see this in an MP's video soon because I use it every day. I've talked about Kapari before. This is a lip glossy in the shade Watermelon. Sorry about the noise outside. Somebody's about to mow. And I love this stuff. This keeps your lips so hydrated in the summer. This is like my favorite brand. A lot of their products and their brand use coconut, and I am obsessed with coconut. I love the smell of it. I love it in everything beauty. So this brand is just like one of my favorites, and I love their lip treatments. So definitely highly recommend this stuff for summer. Similarly was this Ciate London, the little lip balm and mask. I mean, so happy for summer. So this is another one, and it has a very like a lemony smell. So definitely another one I would mention. I know I've got a lot of lip products here, but I don't know, when the summer comes, like I think of like dewy, corally, happy lips. Like dewy. That's what I think of with summer, is like dewy, bronzed, sun-kissed, dewy lips, dewy skin, you know what I mean? And a little less makeup. You know, it's more about the skin and the glow, I think. So that's kind of probably why I have a lot of lip products at this point, dewy stuff. So I'll also mention a couple of highlights, but I feel like I use highlight no matter what season it is. So I didn't know if I really should include that in the summer or not. I'm a highlight girl, so highlight goes with every season, I think. That's just universal. But I do feel like this highlight palette, it's Milk and Honey by Beauty Bakery. I love this palette. I got it in that first Allure box when I signed up. And I just feel like it's so, I don't know, it's something about it just draws me to summer. The honeybee, maybe. I don't know, but like all these highlight options in here, it gives such a summer glow with this one. Also, a couple others that are like kind of favorites, and I feel maybe it's the packaging that's more summery, but it's so beautiful. But I just feel like this is so summery too, just the soft, you know, subtle glow. This is the Anastasia Italian Summer face palette. No wonder, it has summer in it. That's why I'm drawn to it. No wonder. And then that recent Trace Loose highlight that we got in Boxy also. I just feel like this is definitely very summery too. And you've got a cream option as well as the powder option. And so, what was the name of this? Playa Dreams. I don't know. I just feel like it gives such a summer look in it. I also recently got the Jour highlight. Sorry guys, the Jour highlight, which I had been wanting to try for a long time. And this is more of like a very gold color, but I've been enjoying it for summer too, because it's like a very bronze gold. And I feel like there's just certain days that call for exactly that shade. So definitely feeling like the glow for summer, so I wanted to mention highlights for sure. I think that's everything, guys. Did you see anything that you're interested in that looks like something you might want to try for the summertime? Definitely recommend some of these. I hope you picked up some recommendations for yourself. Let me know which ones stand out for you, and let me know any of your favorites that are really screaming summer to you too. Make sure you pop that subscribe button and stay tuned, because I love to do these, especially each season, kind of bring a new like best of whatever season it is and some of my favorites, beauty products and that kind of thing. Okay guys, take care, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.